Oh wow, it's exciting. This is different. This is different. Wow, going live.
Y'all get up in this live, man. Justice for Dolph. We got Dr. E in the building.
Whoa, whoa.
We got the real angel in the building.
Yo, 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 yo.
We over here doing this vertical shit.
Hey, what's happening?
We tapped in. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope y'all having a wonderful day, a wonderful night. We're trying to get 50 likes on this video. We want to thank everybody that came in. This is our second vertical. Yeah, we just want to tap everybody in on this Dolph shit. What's going on in Memphis? Y'all know how it be. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in these streets, man. A lot of crazy stuff that's going on in these streets, man. We said that we wasn't going to come on today, but we just can't stop putting that motherfucking pressure on y'all. We ain't dropping none but pressure. We got to put pressure. It's 4th and inches. Y'all know what time it is. Got Hernandez go there finna take this shit to the box. Yeah, we hope he go to the box too. So until then, man, we gonna put that clamp down, man. We got one person in the building. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. There's a lot of shit going on in Memphis, man. Y'all get up in here.
Get here, hit the like button when you come in.
That's right. You come up in my live with that bullshit, because there's no toleration zone. What up, Dr. E? What's going down, gang?
Hey, it was cracking. Out here, out here doing what we do.
Yeah.
Still got a few more hours to drive,
Yeah. See, it's one thing about us, we beat you, gang. We try all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to get our message out. We got to get our message out, man. We got to get our message out. So till then, man, we just going to apply pressure. Shouts out to the whole Dolph sector. Everybody been making this possible, man. Making Dolph legacy live on. We want to give a big ups to y'all. What's up, Chino?
Hello, Chino.
What's up, gang?
Make sure you hit the subscribe button when you come in. And hit that like button, too.
Chino been in here before. Look, Chino got that crown there. This ain't Chino's second. This ain't Chino's first rodeo. We good, gang. Good to see you in the chat. We got Dr. E. This 19 bounced up that quick. You see that, Dr. E?
Oh, that's cracking. That's cracking.
Y'all get in here, hit
What's
that
up, y'all?
like
What's
button.
up, chat? What's up, peeps?
Yeah. Y'all know we doing it for Dolph, man. We doing it for Dolph. If you a Dolph fan, man, hit that like button. If you a Dolph fan, hit that like button, gang. If you was a Dolph fan, you would hit that like button. If you want justice for what happened to young Dolph, you would hit that like button. And that's real. If you a real Dolph fan, you would hit that like button, gang. On everything. If you love Dolph, man, and you want his legacy to live on, and you want the people that had something to do with Dolph's unaliving to hit that like button. If you want Dolph to get justice, you would hit that like button, man. You ain't gonna be worried about who talking. You would hit that like button. On God. We getting ready to start this live. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on in Memphis, gang. We ain't playing out here. Yeah, we get on here. Yeah, we get up on this motherfucking vertical and do you all type of ways. On God. Hit the like button. We here now. We here now. It ain't no turning back. We here now. Shouts out to everybody in the Dolph sector. True results. Real talk with Tamara. Shouts out to Auntie Fee. Shouts out to the people that we rock with. We getting this live cracking, gang. We getting this live cracking. Y'all hit that like button. Share, subscribe. Yeah. We here now, 4th inches. What's going on, Dr. E? What's up, gang? What's up, chat? Hope everybody having a wonderful day, man. We here. It's Saturday. Hello, Sunday is going down. Foodle. What up, Noodle Foodle? Shout out to you, Noodle Foodles.
Like button and the subscribe button.
Noodle Foodle said he's using his Rose toy. Ain't that some nasty stuff? Huh? Ain't a Rose toy. What's that, Dr. E? Educate us on this Rose toy type of shit. What's that?
I've been hearing about this. I've been hearing about this all day today.
What? That girl said it's got a Rose toy on his motherfucker. Goddamn,
Hot
Noodle
topic.
Foodle. What's going on, Noodle Foodles? You got your Rose toy. That's all good. Long as it's a toy and you having fun, enjoy your life, goddamn it, because that's what we gonna do over here on this channel. Shouts out to Rose toy and shouts out to Gang Tino. Long live Dolph. Shouts out to everybody in the Dolph sector. What's going on, everybody? We got Dorian in the building. One of our gangs right here, gang. We got Dorian in the building. Dorian, I'm gonna get you a wrench too. I'm finna get Dorian a wrench. Okay, Dorian, put some in the comment section so I can make sure you got your wrench, gang. We will be reading a lot of the comments because we've been getting a lot of comments. So I want to give some feedback. Thank y'all for the 23 up in here that quick. Please hit the like button. If you love Dolph, you'll hit the like button and show respect to him and let his legacy live on. So that's what we want y'all to do. Please do that. And we want to thank everybody for keeping our videos in the algorithms and sharing our videos. We've been I know everybody excited that we was able to get Dr. E over here. I said to him. So because me and him both say I said, damn, he done picked up on the lingo, and I let him him to do it. So if you see anybody else do it, you got it from me and Dr. E. That we'll kick you in your ass because we're gonna copyright that shit, you stupid motherfucker. So don't come over here with that bullshit.
I said, damn.
I said, damn. Get in here, gang. Get in here. Hit that like button. So yeah, we got 3 in the build. 3 likes, and we got 13 in the building. I know people scrolling and doing that shit, so we appreciate it all at one time because you know what I'm saying. We'll take what we can get for justice for Dolph. So let me go ahead and there's some crazy stuff going on in Memphis. A lot of people probably don't know. Let me go to my history real quick and get this logged up for everybody can see this. Now this is ironic, gang. This is where I'm Memphis at, babe.
What is it called?
It was in my. Okay, y'all get up in here. This has just happened in Memphis. Let me keep going and showing you guys. And it's crazy because it's the same thing.
What is it called?
Let me go to my other channel. We're gonna go to We Beat You. We're gonna hit We Beat You first. It's on We Beat You. So I want everybody to see this. What up, Cupcake? What's up, gang? Boy, so I know everybody read the title. We need 50 likes today, so y'all run them likes up. If you're a mod, please just put that in the chat. Just so we can keep our channel, our gang, in motion. So much that we stay in motion. We gotta stay in motion. So that's mandatory. So before I get ready to show this real quick, let me get ready to show this. This has just happened in Memphis, and I thought it was quite strange.
Yeah, I think you gotta go to the other one.
Okay, and I want everybody to see this. Y'all get in here. Cupcake, our numbers bounce around over here.
One of these is like this one or something like that.
No, it's not that one. Our views are definitely going crazy over here as well. Because people are scrolling and they get a chance, they'll run in and they'll run out right there. There it is. So let me get ready to show this video. And y'all heard me say this video will make you think there's some aliens in Memphis. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in Memphis. I'm gonna full screen this to y'all, gang. It is, but for those that don't know, this strange happenings had already happened. And before we go over this, I just wanted to let you know there has been a lot of power lines falling in Memphis just recently, and it is very mysterious. Oh, wow. And because the same thing has just happened in Memphis, gang. And we know that Trump going down there in Memphis and about to try to MK Ultra every motherfucker in there is not if that they ain't already MK Ultra, because that's what the fuck it seems like, Seems like they MK Ultra over there in Memphis.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the storms that have been going on lately.
I don't think so, because it's strange, because we all know that phone poles stand up through all weather.
Yeah.
We don't, and so now all of a sudden, gang, phone poles are falling in Memphis. What they got going on? That's why I said you think the devil running the city, because they say Vegas is what they call Vegas, Sin City. I said, damn.
What happens in Vegas stays in
Yeah, because they happened in Vegas about a week ago. They had
Exactly.
like power lines. Yep.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and play this real quick.
First disturbing video. This video comes from Amani Williams TV. In another state, only a couple weeks later, we now have more power poles going down. Hey, Imani Williams, reporter, Channel 5 in Memphis, Tennessee. A crazy scene out here right now. There are several power poles that are down at Shelby Drive, East Shelby Drive, and Getwell. I want you to take a look right behind me right here. These are the power poles that are all down. You can see right there, and then it goes on down the road, and you can see down there is another police presence down there, and there's one right behind me. So this right here behind me is just road being blocked off. The one that is down the road right there, you can see, that is because I heard that there is a car that is under some power poles. I was told it was a family of 4 that was inside the car. I was also told that the family was able to get out okay. So we're trying to confirm that with police. We'll have more tonight at 10. So yes, once again, just like with over in Nevada, when all those power poles went down, we now have power poles going down once again in Memphis, a bunch of power poles together. And what's even more interesting, like over in Nevada, there's nothing else that had fallen. There's no trees that have fallen, no signs, nothing like that, just the power poles. When it came to Nevada, there were very strong winds, and I cannot find the strength of the winds that happened in Memphis, but I was able to find this. They said that a downburst had targeted the power lines. Power lines down, and that was there in southeast Memphis. There we go. So that's going to be at Getwell Road and Shelby Drive. You see, it was about 13 or 14 power poles that were snapped and bent over due to the high wind gusts that we saw in that area from the thunderstorm that we saw. At one point, we had about 8,000 customers without power in southeast Memphis, but a lot of those outages have been repaired as they're out there kind of getting the power poles cleaned up. Now, it seems like this damage from yesterday was a result of a downburst. Now, we've seen a couple of these. We saw one in South Haven on Sunday that caused some damage along State Line Road near Interstate 55. But I do think what we saw.
I think they come up with all kind of shit. A goddamn downburst. Anybody heard of a downburst?
But just kind of explain it to you. What happens is, of course,
Not really. I'm thinking it's something to do with the humid, some kind of humid pressure, kind of like a downwards tornado, kind of. You know, like a wind gust that comes like from up above, like an air pocket.
Okay.
Kind of like a vacuum, I guess. I guess they have a vacuum effect. If I'm right, I mean, these scientists out there to know if I'm right or wrong. Let me know. I think it's something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my educated guess.
That part. So we're gonna get straight to it. I want to go back to let's go ahead. Me and Dr. E, you know, we always try to keep all our people, Band-Aid gang, informed with what's going on with the Dolph case, or definitely what has went on in the history of the case, so we can put things together and keep it in the algorithms. Because at the same time, we need people talking, um, so we can get justice. It's almost like praying. I believe, like, when you talk about something and you want the right thing, and the people and the internet and all these investigators, whatever you want to call it, the internet cops, so they can see what the hell is going on, man. So, and let them know that we are aware of what is going on in Memphis. So here's a scene that we're gonna go back and reevaluate. Tomorrow, we're going back on our regular live. Is it gonna be tomorrow? No, the day after tomorrow, we're gonna do that. Now I know I said we was not coming on today, but I just be wanting to keep my people going, and I've been wanting to go over here and work the vertical side of the game, so we can get some new subscribers from over here in the vertical side, so they can know what we do. So if you over here on the vertical side and you usually being on the vertical side, go check out our live streams. We have a little community over there called the Band-Aid Gang. That's what we be doing over there, man. We be making sure we hurting motherfuckers over here, gang. So they leave Band-Aids, you know, standing on truth. It's all peace. That's what we bring, but we also are figuring out the Dolph case. We are part of the Dolph sector. So what's going on, September Virgo? How you doing, gang? So
hey.
y'all will see us here on the vertical side. Because I feel that we're on a journey. Our channel is growing. And we just wanted to get us some people from over here on the vertical side so they can know what we're doing. Because I'm sure it's a lot of Dolph fans on the vertical side. So we want to get a chance to meet you, let you hear some of our content, and join us as we figure out what's going on with young Dolph's case. Hoping to get justice so his legacy can live on. I said that. And I meant that at the same time. So let's go ahead and evaluate something, because yesterday we had a ball. And we spoke about, we listened to the Raven. Now, we listened to Raven yesterday, right, gang? That's what we listened to Raven when she said she never said. Now, Doctor, you remember when Raven said she never said that? I think you probably watched the video. I never said my dad was somewhere trying to revive Dog. I never said that. But then on the second end, right, she turned around, she said to stay with me, Dog. So, Dr. E, if
I remember that part.
this, right, you know what I'm talking about. So, as we say this, let me ask you a question. One is if Marcus, even if Raven heard somebody saying "stay with me, dog," right? Since I got my backup partner here, if somebody is saying, she says on the phone, she heard her dad. That's what she said, but she came around and took that.
Right.
If someone is saying "stay with me, dog," stay with me, dog. Well, who was that person then?
Yeah, because it wasn't nobody else that said they encountered Dolph. Remember, Miss Liz had said that the father said himself he was right there beside Dolph. You know what I mean? We had that video that me and Miss Liz was talking about that he said that he was the one that came up on the scene. So when she said that they had the same storyline where it happened and changed, she said it wasn't him. Now, which one was it?
Exactly.
You know, when you seen the video and so many other videos of him saying that on the, I guess, that live broadcast when he was talking to the news station. And then we heard her say it live when she was getting interviewed by the I guess the same TV station. So it's like, well, we got y'all on film saying it. Like we saw the video. Y'all was separate and y'all both said the same thing. So to go back and say she never did say it is like, well, now you got a fresh video. Are you saying he didn't say it? But we got the old video of both of y'all saying he said it. Which one is it, right? Just saying.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's been a lot of people been saying that when this case first started, that Marcus said that he was in the store. I've yet to see that video.
Yeah, Maurice, not Marcus.
Excuse me.
It was Maurice.
See that video, gang. If anybody in the chat, another video that our gang has been saying, they've been saying that that Raven said if she goes down, Marcus goes down too. Now we've heard that as we've been covering this case. If anybody finds that video, please take the video and put it in the comment section. Communicate with me in the comment section, because everybody knows that I go and I read the comment section after our lives are over. Like, I will be reading some lives right now. Dr. E, we making sure that he stay up and be able to drive and finish out his clock. I said, damn. Dr. E's a truck driver. I am as well. You're probably right behind me, Dr. E. I'm in El Paso. I didn't keep on driving another 2 hours. I'm in El Paso right now.
Okay, I haven't quite got to El Paso yet. I'm right outside.
Okay, you about to get up on me then?
I'm gonna come through you. I'm gonna pull up on you.
Yeah, I'm right there. Right when you turn in at the. Well, it ain't gonna be no parking here. You might have to go over there to that Flying J's over there.
Yeah, on the other. You know, I always go to the cruising side pretty much.
No, hold on. I got a spot right next to me. Hold on.
It's a spot next door to us right here, Doctor.
Oh no, and you gotta look through the window and see if it's enough room.
We'll probably have to help them.
Yeah, I'm at that Love's right when you get off the highway right there. But hope is it the stump right there? Is it a stump that he can back up on?
Right here.
Okay, once you turn right into the Love's, I'm the first truck sitting right there, but you can back up and finesse it right there.
Oh, okay. I think you talking the Love's when you come in from the you coming in that first Love's on this side.
That first Love on the
east side.
Across from the petrol.
Across from
the right hand side.
Once you turn in right there on your right, coming off the highway, turn in. Look, my truck gonna be right there. You can sit next to mine. You can finesse it. I finessed it too.
Yep, when you first entering and you see the trucks at the pump, you just bag it on up.
Yeah, we'll Angel
Okay.
dropped you in. 8 likes, thank you, Dad.
Okay.
So let me say that, Dr. E. Everybody, Dr. E, we're gonna read some comments too. So I want everybody to know the day after tomorrow we won't be on. If we do, we will be doing something with Diamond Gang, and we'll be Diamond Gang running her live. She wants to come on the channel and talk about the Epstein. Now, me and Dr. E, we're not really into politics, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We always with Diamond, and we just want to see. We know our Epstein shit. Yeah, we know our Epstein. We know our Prince Andrew shit. We will drag you and do you all type of ways with that. We know our government is fucking crooked, but it's not a case, and it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We want it to be a case. If it was a case, we'll kick you in your motherfucking ass with it. But right now, we so focused on this doll because we are in the algorithms and we want to stay that way. So, again, if anybody has that video where Raven said, if she goes down, markets go down, well, then we already know. We're not gonna let these motherfuckers play in our face, gang. We already know. So, let's rock a show. I want everybody to listen to this. Now, look. Let me specify this so everybody knows. Angela, let me go back just a tad. I want to show you guys this. Shortcut. Boom. Now, I want to specifically let y'all see this. Dolph pulls in from the left. Look where Dolph pulls in at, everybody. So now everybody can know that he didn't come directly from the shell. Watch this. Look where Dolph pulled in. Y'all see he came in from the left, from the from the Family Dollar side. Right there. All right, man. What are we looking at? This today that we saw Young Dog and Little Coolie and Little Keith. All right, so whose car is that? It's Young Dog. All right, and you say we, who saw this car? Me and Justin. Well, let's back up then and tell me how you know Justin. Oh, who Govan? All right, and who is Govan? Hernandez Govan Quick. We know about Quick. Okay. They know him. He knows of Dolph through Hernandez Govan. Cornelius know he going down. Of course, Govan is gonna fight. Of course, he's gonna fight. But Govan knows that Govan had something to do with this. That's why Juk is unalive. Y'all heard the old man say, 5 people are unalive behind this situation. Remember that, Angel? 5 people are not here. They went up. 5 people. And y'all heard the OG on our channel say what, gang? The cookie shop knew that he was coming to the shop. Dr. E, tell him what that OG said.
Yeah, he was saying that. He said, they knew he was coming to the shop and he was going to do a video there, and that's already out. And that's just, from the OG around the way that was cleaning up in the parking lot, just telling like, hey, we know on the streets what it was about. And he said, what you said, 5 of the people that had something to do with it, like juking, they all gone, and that's a coincidence too. All these guys that had knowledge of something, they all gone. Mm-hmm.
So, like Dr. E said, this is an OG. We just played it for you yesterday. And that same OG, that same old man was cleaning up Dolph land. How deep can we get? Now, only person that really went down here that we have seen that really put boots on the ground is True Results. This is not our first rodeo, like Doctor said. This ain't our first rodeo. We went down here twice. That wasn't our first time going to Memphis. The first time we went is on the Content King channel. We went inside of the store and bought cookies. This time we went a little bit deeper. Don't that show y'all that we really serious about this shit? We want to
I
know.
went up in Asheville Hood,
I
the
took
community store he used to shop
right. I took a chance of losing my life going down and filming, talking about this man, asking people questions. You know,
in.
people
So,
like to get asked questions. What if that old
yeah.
man hit me in the head with that goddamn broom and said, "Boy, we don't talk about"? What if that old man hit me in the head with that goddamn broom, gang? What y'all was gonna do? Nothing. Cause y'all couldn't have found it, and then they could have did something with it. You know what I'm saying? So we really serious about this case. Y'all are on a channel that you see. If you're new and you love dog, you in the right place right now. Join our tribe, gang. This is what we at. Like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe first. First, you gotta subscribe, and it's different levels to this shit. You just can't. Oh, I just think I'm gonna get in, and I know it. No. First of all, you gotta listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. You gotta listen to this case. If you're a Crime Stopper, you're in the right place. If you're a listener, like these people out here down here with Rentis and Dolphins in the chat, these people know the game. They know. They've been here from day one. They've been here since we done lost channels behind this shit, gang. And came right back up again. We lost channels, came back up, kept pushing the hard line about Dolph because we know not only is it history, and our kids are going to look back at this one day. But we hope when they look back on this that the case will be solved. And they won't have to see our people and crime in the community not being solved, knowing that it's a conspiracy, knowing that the police have something to do with this. Anything you want to add to that, Dr. E? 9 likes. We got 12 people in the building. Can our likes match our
Yeah.
If you love Dolph, hit that like button.
And you said police, politicians. There's something going on in Memphis. It's a crooked system, and it seemed like the powers that be, the money that's coming in there with this other alleged group, that he was rivals with. It was something going on. It was deep because, like I said, even Gotti's brother got taken out. So that's telling you something. It's something on the street level, but it's about the money. So we know that Memphis it's a networking city for those who don't know. It's been that way since probably the 1920s and the 30s. It's the home birthplace of blues, rock and roll, all kind of started from there. And, the music industry has been connected to Memphis a long time ago, as well as Nashville up the road. Tennessee is a mecca for music back in the day, for our people and for the others on both sides. Real talk. So Memphis got history. Don't think of it as just a country city. It's Atlanta upside down. That's what I always call it. Before Atlanta, it was Memphis. Don't get it twisted. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's my
What
add
do you
on.
call it? Educate us again, Dr. E. The land of
The
the
upside
upside
down.
down.
Atlanta upside down. You know what I mean? Atlanta. Because Atlanta is our modern version of Memphis, right? Everybody wants to go to Atlanta. All the music industries in Atlanta, movie industry for the black communities in Atlanta now. But back in the day, it was Memphis. The blues, the rock and roll, the Elvis Presleys. They were in Memphis. Elvis stayed right in the hood technically today, but at that time it wasn't the hood probably, but it is today. Technically right there. He got a mansion in the hood. But that's because he had so much rock and roll from who? Our black community joints. The spots that was popping in Memphis back in the day. The at the night hour spots. That's where Elvis was hanging out. That's why Elvis learned how to dance and move the way he did because he was watching us. It's kind of like watching somebody sea walk. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He went down and got the popping and locking and doing the sea walking and stuff we would do in modern times today. And he took it and did it so well. It was like, oh, we never seen a guy like you move like that. It's in the other persuasion. You know what I'm saying? A Caucasian of the other persuasion moving like a brother from Memphis, the waist gyrating and everything like that, that was unseen. So when they filmed that, that was like a YouTube video today of seeing something like we have never seen anything like this. Like Michael Jackson moonwalk back in the day.
Bingo. Y'all heard that? He said this is history. And you're watching history. You got a like from that,
You know,
Dr. E. Thank you very much for the like, gang. We got 12
I
people in the building.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes,
I
yes,
try to keep it on the educated level.
yes. What's up, Gimme Room? Salute to Gimme Room. And you got another like, Dr. E. People love them some Dr. E because they know that they're going to get educated. And the way he said is so goddamn smooth. So if you and look, you got another like Dr. E, I said damn. So when I'm
I
talking, I
see.
can't get no like you motherfuckers. I kick you in your motherfucking ass. I
And,
said damn.
let me throw my
What up,
disclaimer out there too.
Antoine?
So for those who don't know, why I got the nickname Dr. E, if you don't know, for the new people, I got the name Dr. E. C Dub himself called me that. It was because I went to two HBCUs. Yep, shouts out to the HBCUs. I went to two of them, and I spent a long time in college. Didn't quite graduate, get no doctor's degree, but I was there a long time, like higher learning with Ice Cube played higher learning. You know what I mean? I knew everybody and every professor on the campuses, you know what I mean? Between two schools, not just one. And they're sister schools too. So with that being said, we'll talk about that later on another show, but that's where the name Dr. E comes from. It's a nickname like Dr. Dre. And I'm from the West
Yeah,
Coast too. South Central Los Angeles, stand up. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. West Side. So just putting that out there for those we think, oh, he's not a doctor. I did some research on. Well, go do your research. I told you. Glad I keep
yeah. This ain't the Docs channel. I'm gonna go dox him. You're gonna find out exactly what he told your ass. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, doxing motherfucker. We can't stand your ass. We don't want you here. Get out of our lives, motherfucker. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to the grind.
That's
Shouts out
right.
to everybody that's in the building. 13 in the building.
Thanks
We
for the likes,
appreciate
y'all.
that.
Thanks for the likes and love.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys. Thank you for showing love to the channel. We really appreciate it. We are like, what do you think about the verticals? It's kind of cool, ain't it, Dr. E?
Yeah, it's different. Just different format. I'm trying to get used to looking at it when I look down at the camera here and as I'm rolling. I'm like, wow, I can't believe we own this, the vertical. But it seemed like it's something I do myself. I scroll through the vertical a lot when I'm got my time off. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I want to see how this works on this side. So it's real cool,
Yep,
taking it
salute
to
to
the next
Give Me
level.
Room. So Give Me Room is a returner, second time, number two time
That's right.
returning. So we want to say
Whoop,
thank
whoop.
you, Give Me Room. But now we're all learning about the Dolph case. So we got some things that we're gonna pinpoint when I go back to my live. So everybody track this, because we're coming with a new attack. Well, it's not an attack. It's basically strategies what we use. We make things resonate in people's minds so they can get what we are. Because once you know what we are, then you know the case. So basically, at this point, we know that Maurice took a phone out of the store. Now we got Raven talking about somebody saying, "Stay with me, dog." Again, somebody's on a crime scene walking around, Dr. E, inside of a.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said last night, and I was point on when I said this. Think about this, gang. If Dolph is unalived in the store,
Mm-hmm.
why would an officer let someone in to let people out the store when the officer's supposed to be going in? Why would an officer let a citizen go inside of a crime scene and walk all over the crime scene and the evidence? And remind you, there are these people that work in this store, gang, that Dolph is pulling up at. In the back of this store, which we've been there, the trash can is there, and there's a back door. So that means they have access to open that door and empty trash. They have to. So ask yourself this question. When those bullets went off, don't you guys think that those people did not need to be let out of the store?
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't need to be let out of the store, gang. And they're playing in our faces. So, yes, this is why we talk about this Dolph case. Yes, this is why we go over this content. Yes. Why would they need to be escorted out of the store like they in a wheelchair or something? Like they in a wheelchair and everybody on walkers or something. What do they need to be escorted out of the store when they go to that back door and empty trash all the time, full of cookie dough? They empty cookie dough all the time in the back. cookie dough, cookie sheets, all that shit, them sheets, they putting it in the trash inside the store, and they open that door and they empty it. So why would you need to go inside the store? But what you did, you said you wanted to go in the store, Maurice, to let the employees out. You didn't say you wanted to go inside the store and get the fucking phone.
Yeah, he did pick that phone up, right? Yeah. And that's another thing Raven said too, that he did pick up the store phone, and he clearly has the store phone in his hand. You know, you do the zoom up, you can see it. It's like, nah, that's a store phone, not a cell phone.
So, Maurice, you said you wanted to go in the store to let the employees out. Hit the like button. But you go let the employees out. Oh, I need to get the phone too. You went and got the phone, and the officer let you get the phone. Where the fuck was the officer? Why didn't the officer say anything to you? Why are you getting the phone off the counter? Or did you go inside the store before the officer pulled up? Let us know, Maurice.
Yeah, supposedly that's what happened. Allegedly, it goes back to he was already in the store when he was saying, "Stay with me, dog." See?
Right. So if
So
Raven
I mean, he
wants
was
to
already
turn around, so if Raven Dr. E wants to turn around and tell us a lie, we gonna accept the lie. Because a lie changes. So when you change, your lie changes, and we come up with another scenario because of your lie changing. And every time you dig yourself in a ditch. So when you say, Raven, my daddy says, stay with me, dog. Stay with me, dog. But then you come back and say, no, my daddy didn't say that. My daddy wasn't. My daddy didn't say that. It was so many people hollering in the background. I mistake my daddy for saying it. So if you mistake your daddy for saying it, who the hell was saying "stay with me, dog"? Then inside of the store, I
but
thought that you escorted the people out of the store. So who's around saying "stay with me"? Then see what you
But
did.
see, that's the catch right there, because, like I said, me and Miss Liz clearly see. I think you played the video yesterday when he's getting interviewed by the TV camera crew. He's telling what he saw when he seen Marcus, and he thought he shot up the store. In that same interview, he said he came in there, and then he mentioned about the "stay with me, dog" part. He said it right there on film. It's in that same little clip. And we say, see, that's right there. That's what he said it and admitted it in front of the camera. So
Right,
it wasn't like she was just trying to hear and she heard somebody say, not 100%, even though that's what it was. But it was the flip side of he actually said it himself on the clip of the video.
right. Now watch us work. Give me room. Shouts out to the Band-Aid gang, all our new Band-Aid gang and the people that's coming to become part of the family. Now watch this. Gimme room, and you're right. Gimme room. Say how he getting people out at the same time while he grabbing the phone. So Gimme room is starting to see what's cracking. So watch this. Gimme room. You know why he went and got that phone? The reason why he got that phone because they knew Dolph was coming to this store. They knew he was coming. So you can see Dolph get out the car on the phone because he's calling. Maurice knew Dolph was on his way, but Maurice wasn't there. Dolph got out this car, made 2 phone calls. Then he came back in. And then when he got inside of the store, he made another phone call again. Then he turned and looked went down the street. Because he was looking to see in that same direction that Dolph looked was the same direction that Maurice came from. And y'all know how it is when you calling your buddy and they say, I'm right down the street. And you look the direction because you in a rush. You look down the street in the direction that your partner might be coming from so you can see the car. Am I right, Dr. E?
That's true.
That's what it seemed like Dolph was doing. So now Cornelius has no reason to lie. 15 likes. Thank you, gang. 15 likes. Antoine said, anyone baking or cooking always have the back door open because of the heat. Bingo. And you know that little air conditioner that they had in that goddamn window wasn't pushing enough goddamn cool air in that motherfucker. I said, damn. You see what I'm talking about? Y'all see what I'm talking about? So now let's
Mm-hmm.
continue to look at what Cornelius is saying.
You say associate, is he younger or older than you? Older. What neighborhood does he hang out in? Orange Mountain. Does he live over there? Yes, sir, he did. Do you know what street his house is on?
You know.
You familiar with that street?
You know Cornelius telling the truth. He said, yes, sir, he did. I said, damn. Yes, sir, he did. Everything that Cornelius said, he ain't lying. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Did you ever buy drugs from Mr. Govan? Yes, I bought ecstasy.
He told him ecstasy. He didn't have to tell him ecstasy.
Yeah.
You ever heard the term like old head? Nah. Okay. Would you consider him sort of an older criminal figure in the neighborhood? Yeah, I kind of like a bro. Okay. Did you have another guy in the neighborhood you used to hang out with too? Yeah, Big Bobby. Big Bobby. Is that Bobby Carter? Bobby Carter, yes. How often would you be
Now listen, is that Bobby Carter? See, these white folks know, man. Bobby Carter. They know Bobby Carter now. We ain't heard about Bobby Carter. Anybody know about Bobby Carter? But they know.
No.
Y'all don't know if Bobby Carter been talking either. We don't know about if Bobby Carter been talking. Nigga, they ain't Carter. Bobby Carter. Remember that name, Bobby Carter.
I love that shit about any day. Okay. So this is a hanging out area and you would buy ecstasy from Quet. How is it that you met Justin through Quet? Oh, just like being around, basically. Would Justin be around Quet too? Yeah, he'd be around Quet. Do you know why Justin would be around Quet? They look at each other like brothers, brothers, and then just rap or whatever. Alright, you knew Justin to be a rapper? Yeah. Did you know his rap name? Straight Drop. And did you know Quet to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something? Howdy, Phil. Okay. Howdy, Phil. What sort of would he call himself as far as being in the business? I guess a negotiator. I don't know. A negotiator?
Right, he's negotiating, getting Straight Drop a record deal. And the only person that's going to give you the deal for real is not Big Jook. It's Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is going to be the one to give him the deal. Not Big Jook. Jook went to go get the hit. Yes. But we're hearing music here. We hear this attorney. Pay attention. You heard Straight Drop's attorney say, and the money came from CMG. So that means that Straight Drop's attorney knows, right? So that means the system knows. The feds know. The feds are watching it. Everybody's watching this case. So continue.
Okay. Do you know whether or not he was trying to negotiate for a Straight Drop? He is trying to get him a deal.
See, trying to get him a deal.
Yeah.
Don't let these people play in our face. Don't let them play in our face trying to get him a deal. Through who?
Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with? Oh, Big Jook.
Big Jook. There it is.
Yeah.
Big Jook and Gotti them. Big Jook and Gotti them. The name CMG is alone. A organization. A record label. Huge amounts of money has been given for these guys' attorney. CMG. Just like WAC 100 said. That's a company. We should be getting a RICO. Even though I don't like WAC 100 ass. Because he's a rat. But he ratted on the right thing, gang. He ratted on the right thing. Because he knows the RICO has to come. Now, this is a slow process. And you know what? We're here for the fucking ride. We're here for the ride.
Yeah.
Damon Brain says, I know Gotti's shook right now. And you know what? We're going to shake his ass some more. We baby shake. You know how to baby shake him. Yeah, shake baby syndrome. We're going to get this nigga shake baby syndrome. We're going to get this nigga shake baby syndrome in this motherfucker by the time we done talking about it. I just can't stand the motherfuckers over there on that damn We Beat You channel. All they do is talk about us. You goddamn right. That's what you did. You got, first of all, you got the wrong motherfuckers. You can't get a dope fiend to go do the work for you. You went and got a dope fiend to kill a person. That's what you did.
So you to crash them.
Right. Antoine said, who lives in Indiana where Straight Drop and them got caught? Well, we know who lives there.
Oh.
Stack Randolph. Big Unk. And did I mention that that's part of our next show that's coming up? We got, we're going back to the white car. Hey, Black youngster, you need to come get your white car. You need to come get that Mercedes. You need to come get that. We're going to talk about that white car. We also going to show you outside in your Corvette, Black youngster. We're going to show you in your Corvette parked over there at the Church's Chicken, watching the whole crime scene. Did I mention that? So Black youngster was on the scene.
Getting a 2-piece and a biscuit.
Getting a 2-piece with, I don't think he got a biscuit because we ain't gonna give him no biscuit. Yeah. We gonna give him a 2-piece with no goddamn biscuit. Goddamn it, you don't get no biscuit or no red pop, nigga. You can't get no red pop.
Damn. I said
damn. Dope fiend, a dope fiend just seen a man got unalived in a Corvette, and yo dumb ass gonna pull across the street in a cocaine white Corvette. Black youngster, report your motherfucking ass over here to the goddamn We Beat You channel, cause we got a motherfucking video on your punk ass, nigga. This is what we do. I don't got to bring up all these motherfucking superstitious ass people, all this shit, and make it all difficult for a motherfucker, all that extra so-and-so and Boojack and JDL and them. They was down with the KLT, and the KLT, this was John, and John, I ain't got to tell all you goddamn story. I'm going to take your ass right to the crime scene and show you the goddamn lies that these motherfuckers are saying and putting it right out there. This is what the people want to hear. We ain't got the time to know every goddamn member and all this extra shit. We got the members and some of the unalivers. Fuck the mystery. The mystery is what these motherfuckers were saying, gang. That's how you figure this shit out. That's how you figure this case out. It's right here. It's right here where his car is. Right here where his camera is. It's right here. It's right where you lie and you say motherfuckers needed to be let out the store. It's right here when you hearing the lawyers tell a motherfucker $50,000 was paid for their attorney. It's right here. What are you looking around for when you need to be looking right here? It's right here.
Yeah, why would they put that money on them $50,000? It's like a payout, don't it?
Yes. It's right here. The names have been spoken, even in the courtroom, gang. CMG, Gotti and them. Y'all just heard what them folks just said? So when Dolph gets out the car, Hush Money, right?
Is that Big Jokes? Yeah, his brother, right?
Right.
His brother's Gotti. Is that
correct? What? Oh. Do it again. Listen what he just said again, gang.
The music label CMG. Is that Big Jokes? Yeah, his brother, right? His brother's Gotti. Is that correct?
What else do we need to say? Everybody want to go and look over here. Everybody want to pull this shit up under rocks. just like David Brand said. I know Gotti got shake baby syndrome up in this motherfucker. Damon Brain said, right, look, Mike said, get out now if you ain't gonna ride, because we gonna ride over here. And he knows it. So the feds just hit a Memphis crew, Young Mob. More people about to start talking about Dolph's case to get help on theirs. Bingo! And I heard about that Young Mob. I've been watching that shit. Young Mob been here, gang. See, you see how the feds work? You see how the feds work, gang? It's simple. The insurance man told everything. Playing with us. And that's what we're going to play. Mike, we're going to do a whole evaluation on that. The cussing pastor. Did I mention that? Miss Leah sent us that information. Let's get the lights up. Let's get 2 more likes. Let's match the views. Because we're giving you information. You know, I'm holding my phone up, handshaking if you want to cash out. It's $content kings with a Z on the end instead of an S. 1, 2, 3. And I can go get arm surgery. I said, damn. But that's towards my arm surgery. I said, damn. Carpet tunnel. Yeah, get carpet tunnel. I said, damn. Everyone involved is going to jail. Facts. Long live Dolph. Real justice is near. Thank y'all. We need those type of spirits in the air, gang. We need that type of energy, bro, because there's people that believe it's going to happen. And I truly believe it, and I want it to happen, and I will be highly disappointed if it doesn't, because I was, and you know, it's hard to say because I was hurt when the verdict was for Tyreek Nicholson. I was hurt about that. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, Cupcake. So yes, we right here. MFD in this building. But MFD. Somebody put MFD name up in there. You see it? MFD. Okay, maybe they meant MFD. But if MFD in here, we love you. The real angels say, stop playing with us. He said, stop
playing with us. Stop playing with us.
18 in the building. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And our videos have been getting in the algorithms. It's cool over here. We like rocking over here, too. I like doing the verticals because, you know, we get to meet more people and build our channel, get some more people to start watching our lives just to build the channel. We talk about everything, but we know what's popping right now is this case, and we want to be on top of it. Yeah, we change narratives, but no, this is what the narrative is. We've been doing this Dolph shit. It ain't no use to turn it back now because we can't let it die. That's letting it die. You're not a true fan if you're not talking about it. And Hernandez Govian is about to go to trial. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Let's go, gang.
Is that big jokes? Yeah, his brother, right?
And his brother, right? They telling you right now, they know. That part and all this shit that they talking now, we should get a RICO.
Gotti, is that correct?
He said, is it Gotti? Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're protecting him for a reason. Anything you want to say on that, Dr. E?
No, that should be a RICO. This is what you said, right? Dead on. I was thinking the same thing. It's like, yeah, that should be a RICO. Enough for a RICO right there. That's so suspect and so questioned, so straightforward. It's like, wow. Yeah, let's get a RICO charge. Let's go ahead and sign it up. Write it up. You know what I mean?
The paperwork process. Right. Get the paperwork process. Let's get this going. Get the paperwork process. Go ahead and get this going. Let's stall back for a little while. We don't want to let them know we're coming. Because we know Gotti's moving around, so let's stall back. The cookie girl, she's gonna crumble. So in just a minute, we're gonna let the cookie girl crumble. The cookie's gonna crumble. Cookies is gonna crumble. Let the cookie crumble. We're gonna let the cookie crumble. That's probably what they call the Operation Cookie Crumble. I said that. Operation Cookie Crumble.
That's where the cookie crumbles.
That's what they call. You know them cops have weird names and shit. I know that's what they call it. Is Operation Cookie Crumble. I said, damn. The cookie's about to crumble, gang. It make you on it. I said, damn. Right name, right for everything, right?
I said, damn.
I said, damn. Come on, hey. Operation Cookie Crumble. Now we heard it. We heard that part, right? So look how quiet it. So look, anybody notice how quiet it got after that part? After they said that, it just got quiet.
Everybody,
They said, okay.
everybody's taking a mental statement on it. They was taking a mental evaluation right there. Like, wait a minute, what did he
Right.
say? What did he say? Everybody was
Yes.
observing all that. That's what it was. That moment of silence was people's ears thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yes. They was letting
That's
it
what they.
resonate in the people's minds
Yeah,
of,
there you
okay,
go.
we're on one. Thank you for the subscriber. We got another subscriber. Thank you guys. We're building. We're building and we ain't tearing
That's what's
shit
up.
down, bro. We're gonna build it. We got another subscriber, Dr. E.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for the likes as well. 16 likes. You guys are awesome. Because we're gonna give y'all shows. It's not like I got a timeline. Like I'm on the vertical. Y'all know that. But we also work for another MacBook laptop that we have our next two shows lined up already. But we all love to recap the situations about what's going on. So let me go to a specific thing here. My video's right here, babe. So we're gonna go back. No, you're right. Let me go here. So we covered a lot of intel. Let me lay that layout down. So let me give you a layout here, gang. Give you some real shit here. I wanted to show. Well, we know Dolph. Let me say this. We know Dolph got out of that car. We know he got out of that vehicle. That's right here, babe. He got out of that vehicle, and he was on the phone. And we know that man and what happened and why Maurice went inside that store to get that goddamn store phone. He's not walking around the parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand. He's not walking around the parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand. He's not walking around the parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand.
Now, who holds a cell phone like that?
He's not walking around the parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand. So why would she say that? In all her words, far as I know, man, that man wasn't walking around in no goddamn parking lot. Because you know that he should know better not to be walking around in no motherfucking parking lot with no landline phone. There it is right there. There's the landline phone, gang. And you just said it. So the cookie will crumble. The cookie is crumbling there because you said that man wasn't walking around in no parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. Cause you know for a motherfucker to be walking around in the parking lot with a landline phone would be the stupidest motherfucking shit to do, right, gang? Cause you know that's why you rubbed your head. Let me play it again. Cause you know it's your cell phone in his hand. Look what she wiped. Walking around the parking lot with no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand.
It just made me laugh every time she say that. Because it's so obvious it's so obvious because you can see it's a landline phone. That's what it is.
As far as I know, that man had his cell phone in his hand.
That's a big cell phone.
And why is it far as you know? Far as you know, and just like this. her in the green with the fishnet, and then we got chef hat. Yeah, the chef hat. Then we got her that got the black shoes on. That's her. That's the same girl. That's the same. How many lies will be on the lie? On the lie, the cookie is crumbling, gang. I don't know how to explain this. I mean, I can't tell y'all. Now you don't know how to explain. We got her in the green right there. You don't know how to explain the landline phone in the man's pocket. You don't know how to explain the man's landline phone in his pocket. You don't know how to explain that. The landline phone. You don't know how to explain the girls in the being 4 people in the store. You don't know how to explain that. You didn't know how to explain when I showed you them goddamn footprints, and we ain't even got to that yet. That's sitting in the store that looked like somebody was erasing bodies. You don't know how to explain nothing.
These are hard questions. These are hard questions right there. That's what, see, we hit with hard questions. When we had the interview with her, we asked these hard questions. That's why she said she don't know how to explain it. It's like saying, I don't know how to do that problem. I don't know the answer to that. So, you know, she's admitting it at the same time. She can't explain it because it's something she wasn't expecting to get hit with. We asked that hard question. It came out of left field for her. She was thrown off. So that's where she kind of like just kind of worked her way out of it by just kind of like rambling by talking at that point. I don't know how to explain. I just don't. That's just a way of kind of like getting out of it because I don't have the answer. You feel what I'm saying? These are things that a psychiatrist watch. You know what I'm saying? You be looking at stuff like this, like, no, all right, yeah. So can you explain that cell? You know that landline phone? Oh, it was a cell phone, as far as I know. As far as you know, let's listen to that word. As far as I know, you know or you don't know.
Right, because
as far as you know, you don't know. Come on now, we analyzing everything you say.
With no goddamn landline phone. As far as I know, that man had his cell phone.
As far as she know. As far as she know.
I know that man had his cell phone in his hand.
But that's not what we see. That's a landline phone.
Look at his lips. That's exactly Look at his lips. That's exactly what we feel about what she just had done said. The same expression this nigga got on his face. And see how that comment after the video went off, this popped up. Like, bitch, now you know. Now you fucking know that you telling a goddamn lie. Now I need to screenshot this shit right here just so I can keep that face on our lives. I'm gonna start putting that up right after she talks. Sit down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm finna go out and come back in. Hold on, gang. All right, I'm back. Y'all hear me, Dr. E?
Oh yeah, we got you.
All right, yeah. So that expression, I had to get that, gang. That was. Come on, gang. We right here. Yes, Mark shoes. Yeah, we got all of that, gang. I got some stuff. So we know it's all a conspiracy, let alone being a conspiracy. It's gonna crumble right in our face. We got less than 30 days now, y'all, down to this trial. Less than 30 days left. Less than 30 days. It's not gonna be a long life. It's not gonna be a long life. We're getting ready to shut this bitch down. Cause I truly feel, I know y'all be wanting us to stay and rock the show and shit. It's definitely fun rocking them. But, you know, we got plenty of intel. I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to keep this shit going. Everything y'all say counts. Well, let me see something. Let me go to some videos, Dr. E. Here, you just gotta please hit the like button. Maybe we'll rock a show a little bit longer. Let me hit this right here. Go to our videos here. Okay. See what I can get right here. 17 likes. Thank you. That's wonderful. We'll take that. We know we're gonna get more likes. People really have been paying attention to this channel, and we want to say thank you for that. Yes.
Appreciate it.
Man, they gonna try to sue us, guys. We gotta slow down. So they gonna try to sue us. Okay, comment sections. This is a review on everything we did for the last week, so we just touch and base. All right. Okay. Right here. Look at this, everybody. We're gonna cover this. Just reading the comments here. We got so many comments. 39 likes on that last one. Let's get the rest of it. I be forgetting, Dr. E. Okay. Let's see what we got right here. I didn't give a turkey giveaway, and what, Dr. E? That was epic right there, Dr. E. That live. All right, let's go ahead and read some of these comments. Comment section. Govan said he ain't know the cookie girl.
Oh yeah.
Because he's gonna send them folks at her. Think about it. So do you think that he's gonna send in? I think he's gonna send the police after her. Definitely. And I think that's what he means by that. Let me go ahead and heart that. That's what Dorian said. Let me go ahead and heart that. Okay. Funny part, somebody put hungry money. Diamond. She said the hungry money. We're gonna call Zach. We're gonna call Zach for that. See how many things that we can put out here and play for your ass? How many things we can play that just, we have built a whole fucking empire of what these people had done. You guys probably can't see all these comments, but it say also, we had an Alvin Burner say, also, ask yourself this. Yeah, Alvin Barner said, ask yourself this. My brother was just murdered at this damn cookie store, right? Why would I run back inside and the guns I just used, pass them to the people that owns this store, not knowing who was involved in the unaliving of my brother who just got killed here. Right. Now remember Cupcake said that yesterday, if anybody pay attention, that his Dolph's father and his cousin was on the scene, and Maurice handed if you probably missed that, Dr. E, and said Maurice handed it to them. So they probably came around back and got that. Or maybe when he ran back in, he ran down there and threw him outside, called his people, and said, come get this gun from around the side of the building. Now that is another possibility.
A lot of activities going on the site. So a lot of that stuff shouldn't have been happening. But like you said, he came back into the store with both of them guns. Why would he bring the guns back into the store? He didn't put them inside the car. You would kind of think when he came back, he would have like either kept them or put them in the car when the cops came. But he took them inside the store. Why would you give, like you said, the weapons to somebody in the store? Why would you leave them in the store? That's suspect right there. They trying to, and then when the cops went through there, of course those guns would have to be part of the crime scene, whether they're in the car, whether they're inside the store. But if somebody put them in the wood line somewhere and duck them off, now you don't have those guns,
Right.
But why they didn't get questioned? Is another hard question. Where's the guns that he used? Because it's clearly on video. We're missing some weapons. We need to have the forensics done on those weapons. So everything at the crime scene has been compromised at that point.
Yep.
See, these are that we asked Raven, and we kind of went around because something else came up, and we kind of let it go. But these are questions we asked her right there on the spot when we had an interview with her about the tree line, about the weapons. But of course she wasn't near, so she didn't know. So we kind of gave her the pass because if she wasn't near, she really
Yep.
didn't know. But
Right.
she makes it seem like she knew the whole thing because she became the spokesman for the whole thing, and she wasn't even there. That
Yep.
goes over everybody's head. The only person who should have been speaking about what happened at the scene is Maurice. Is her brother? Is Dolph's brother Marcus? Or
Yep.
in the cookie crew and the girl in the front mainly because
Yes.
she was the one
Yes.
seeing everything coming up.
And we never got to speak to them. Isn't that ironic?
Not a one, and none of them came to court either, and nobody got summoned or nothing. That's suspect too. It should be a RICO for that reason alone. Send that
It
RICO
should be
out.
there you go. I like how you said that. It should be a RICO for that reason alone, gang.
Send that RICO out. Send it on out.
Yep. And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I'm gonna have to copy that because that was well spoken. Raven implicated Dolph's brother Marcus as a conspirator in the Dolph's unaliving. Ask yourself, why would Raven say if you go to if we go to jail, Marcus is going to. She said this in an interview, and this is a fact. That's the interview we need to see. But this is not the first time we heard this, gang. This is not the first time we heard that she said this. We need the interview. Now, with that being said, and all the lies that people know, like Dr. E said, there's your Rico, gang.
That boy.
There's your fucking Rico. I'm telling you guys, there is a live interview where Raven clearly states that if the cookie shop, okay, he's saying it again. He's saying it again, gang. Let me art this. Clearly stating that the cookie shop goes to jail, Marcus Dolph's brother is going too. Raven said this in the interview.
Yeah, that was one of those online interviews she had. It wasn't like the store people. I mean, the news people, but it was like an interview she had with somebody online, and she mentioned that.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of these videos, I think, were like a lot of lies that may have been from her station when she was having multiple interviews with different people, and that may be one of the things that was going on at that time. She's saying all this different stuff, trying to be the spokesman, but not realizing when they was asking these hard questions, how to respond to them. You know, even with us, ours wasn't as hardcore as a lot of them other ones because we didn't drill it like they did, but we kind of went off they drilling, and we said, well, we heard this before. We seen and heard your interviews. We watching you from the bushes. And so now you come over here, we got a couple hard questions for you. I don't know. I can't explain. I don't know why. Yeah, see right there. You know you done fucked up, don't
Fucked up bad as hell.
Plug that back in there.
You fucked up bad. I'm not turning it off.
you?
You fucked up bad. You fucked up bad. You fucked up bad. Too many times for us not to get the Rico. So here we are now, Dr. E.
That part.
Right here. Waiting on a cookie to crumble. We're gonna reveal more evidence, more footage, more stuff, more pieces of the puzzle. We're gonna put them together and we're gonna let the people speak. That's definitely
Cause,
seeing all this happen in real time, gang. This is all happening in
yeah,
real
because
time.
I'm just because this is a question to the audience and everybody in the chat. When you think that the brother was going down the street, trying to catch these guys and shot his brother up and everything, when you think he should have been in court to say his part, what he seen and what he felt and whatever, or was he just so emotionally damaged that he couldn't come to court? I mean, this had been about what 2 years after that. It's like okay, he at that point he didn't kind of deal with his stuff and internally, right? So at that point, I know he may still be upset and may cause some emotions, but at the end of the day, he needed to say how he felt when he had to shoot at these guys, and why wasn't he at court?
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
then
true.
the girl in the front of the shop. We need to kind of know what did you see and what did you feel when you seen like these guys coming up and approaching him and running up on him. You took off and went to the back. What did you do when you went to the back? Where did you duck off in a freezer or somewhere? Where did you try to hide? Did you hit the back door? What exactly
Right.
did you do when you hit the back? Did you hit the alarm? Did you hit the 911 button? Did you hit the phone? Did you get on the phone? Did you take the store phone and make a phone call? What did you do? You just kind of just need to know that part. I mean, of course, we got common sense to see that she took off because she seen they had guns and she was out of there. But at
I
the
thought
same time, what did she do when she went to the back?
I thought that's what honest payers, taxpayers pay their money for. We pay our money to see
Mm-hmm.
cases being solved because what if that happens to one of our loved ones? See, everybody got to
Yeah,
look at that too. We see in cases these kind of questions not being asked, and we are people that are paying taxes for the law. We're paying these officers bills, and we want to know how these cases come out and how they're solving cases just in case something happens to our loved ones. That we know that
yeah.
they're doing the job properly and to cover this case. So
Because these are
where
questions
do
we
we
would
go from
ask.
here?
Yeah, these are questions we would ask, and then we as detectives, we'll be even more asking these questions. Is this what our field would be, right? Criminal law and justice and all that stuff. So we'll be trying to study this and be like, wait a minute, something ain't right here. Let me ask some hard
Right.
questions. I want to know some information because I'm the detective. That's what detectives do. They analyze the whole scene. They go back, they answer, they question people, they get phone numbers and phone records. Even that store phone, if Maurice did get the store phone, at the end of the day, it really didn't matter 100% other than, what she was saying and covering up. But it just comes down to the point that that phone record should have been pulled. The phone records that everybody had, every single phone should have been collected, pulled, and analyzed. Everything.
Yep.
But
And
they
then
didn't ask
everybody
that.
else is
They think
seeing
all
that.
of our head.
Everybody is seeing that. And people are seeing one of the main things about it is that girl didn't put that phone up to Maurice's face. I mean, put her phone up to Maurice's face. She specifically zoomed that motherfucking camera onto that phone that he had in his hand. Like they were communicating, letting the people know he completed the mission. He got the phone. He went and got the phone. We got proof of him having the phone in his hand. It's out of the store. That's what it looked like to me because she did not pick that phone up to his face. She followed that man all the way around the corner of Dolph car all the way up to when he was walking towards her, and then when he got close to her, she put her phone on that put her phone on that man holding that phone like the mission was complete. He got it. He got the phone,
Yeah, it
and
could have been a stage symbol, a stage
exactly.
civilization. Some things go over people's head that we probably wouldn't catch. You know, because these are secret society people too. So sometimes they may make moves right in front of your face in plain sight that you don't even see and understand. So that could have been a
Now
sign. Hey, everything's complete when I got the phone in my hand. Or we did
I'm
took
just
care of
wondering,
everything.
did they get those phone records? Did they do a sloppy job like that? Did the mayor, the people like now they know the mayor, and all of that. Aisha said it. They got all these connections with these high-powered people, politicians, and everything. We just got to know if when the feds come in town and investigate this shit, are they gonna have record of it? Did they get rid of it? That's what we gotta know because it's clearly states that. an officer. It was some crooked officers, Scorpion unit, on that scene. But it's clear, bro. It is absolutely clear, chat, that to me, just to hear father, her father asked the officer, "Can I go in?" Why the father didn't go up there and make any statements like that? Really say say everything about the officer letting him go in. Why would an officer gang let a person that is not an officer go inside of a store to go get people out? I thought his job was to protect and serve. So that means
See
he
the
didn't
most.
protect and serve then. Because what if
See the most.
somebody came around the back and was going to shoot? Well, he was supposed to go in there. If anybody was supposed to go in there, the officer was, not Maurice.
Yeah, see, the most twisted part is that, it goes over people's head again. If Maurice was the one that pulled up on the scene after the shooters went down the street and he's seeing Marcus, at that point, the police officer supposedly, they said was on the
Hello,
scene, but we didn't see one.
stratosphere. Long
You see
live
what I'm
golf.
saying?
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video. Sorry, doctor. You go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, but we didn't see that on the film, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
So for him to actually, like, at that point, come inside the store and said he was saying, "Stay with us, Dolph." Well, that couldn't have happened when he was getting the phone. That couldn't have happened. The police officer on the scene said, "Hey, everybody that's inside, we need y'all outside. We need y'all to stand in this area right here. Get everybody names, ID, and all this other stuff. Who was who? Who are you? Who are you?" That should have been done by the officer at the scene. What else was their purpose there other than like, okay, we're gonna keep everybody out the store? If you want to keep everybody out the store, at that point you gotta secure the store. You gotta lock everybody down, but you can't have the people that's working in the store take off and go home and get in the car. They gotta stay there. They got to be investigated. They got to be asked questions. You got to get information because y'all missed all that. So they would have to be there to get the information. They need your ID, your name, your phone number, cell phone. I need all this information because you're
Yep.
part of the crime scene. See, but that goes over a lot of people's head because it gets to the point everybody's so concerned about Dolph, and at that point, I hate to say it, but Dolph was laying there. So at that point, it goes beyond that. It's not about just Dolph at that point. We had to go backwards now and find out what happened with these other people on the scene. We got to investigate each person. You got to really think like a detective when at that point that's on the scene. What's your job supposed to be at that point? What are
Right.
you there for?
I thought
You
to
know,
protect and
boots
serve.
on the
That's what
ground,
it
like
say on the side of the goddamn car.
boots
To
on the
protect
ground.
and
You know, what I'm saying at
to
that point,
protect and serve.
you know,
Ain't serve shit.
they
And let
didn't
a man
protect
walk
you.
all up in the goddamn stove. Clear as day. So that means that he touched on the window. He was not supposed to touch nothing.
They
Nothing,
didn't
not even
protect
the
it.
door handle of the store after that officer arrived. He was not supposed to go in the store. We are stressing that. No one stressed
Yep.
it like we stressed it. We've heard many different content creators talk at the beginning of this, but none of them said this. None of them said
Nope.
this. He was not supposed to go inside of the store. What is an officer letting a citizen go inside of the store, putting his life in danger? So if that, what happened if Maurice got unalived in the store and somebody was still in there? Who would have been counted for? The officer? The officer. So that means everybody. The officer would have got in trouble, right? Because he violated. They would have said that is not police procedure to let a citizen walk
Let's see
inside
the
of a crime scene.
this the catch though. Remember, we got video of Marcus driving up to the store. It wasn't no police officer on the scene that we seen at that point.
Right, right.
So you
Now,
see you see the gap right there where they kind of going over when he pulls up when them guys shoot and did the shooting and then Marcus went back inside the store. Maurice pulls up right after that.
yep,
No police officers on the scene. So all the police talk is bull, is cap. It's cap. Because at the end of the day, Maurice was supposed to be in there saying, "Stay with us, dog," because he supposed to went straight in the store. So all that stuff about him going in the store and getting his people out, well, they should have already been right there in the front with Dolph too. They should have been all coming out the store when they seen the gunshots and stop, and they seen Maurice come up in the front. They look out and peep out. They should have came up that way, or they should have been in the back of the store and they seen the
Yep.
coast was clear. When Maurice came up, they should have came around to the front. Basically,
Yep.
everybody should have been surrounding Dolph at that point. No, you don't hear that like that. So you heard it from E. Dr. E then said that. I put it
You
right to you.
absolutely right, gang. Absolutely right. Stinging their ass, and it's the truth because, and like you said, and then why are your stories? Why are you? And we all go back to this, and I'm gonna read that comment. Everybody, look at that comment I pinned up by Antoine. Antoine said, "This is how you know
Mhm.
that it's going to be a Rico. The same, okay, the same vehicle and
That
the
part.
gun was used in the unaliving of the lady, um, and shot up the girl was used to unalive Dolph.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Uh
and then
huh.
Damon Brain, you got a wrench. I wrenched you up. I'm surprised that Chief Davis still got a job. That's that's that black lady,
Mm.
Chief. Okay, and then you see Chattis say she was running the same place she ran in Atlanta with the Red Dog unit stuff. So
Mm.
so
Mm.
so see y'all see the trail of what's
Uh huh.
going on.
They see.
All
They
crooked
see what's
cops. You
up.
almost think that your ass is in Africa. Goddamn African crooked. You know they goddamn law enforcement crooked. We over here doing that shit over here now. I said damn. Like some
Hey.
crooked African officers and shit over there. I don't mean to diss the African, but you know them they do you all type of ways when you go through them damn borders over there in Africa. They goddamn
Yeah.
rob you, everything,
The
snatch you.
well, if you don't want to just put it on
Yep, the
cartel,
cartel. You absolutely right.
go get.
Yep, the cartel. And I'm glad you said it. Like they can't keep
Let's
putting
keep.
our people down. I'm sorry about that, gang. I'm sorry about that.
I'm
Dr.
here to
E's
help
so
out.
right. He just
You
cheated
know, you
the
know,
shit
you know,
out
I'm
of
a
me. I
HB, you
said
know,
that.
my HBC, I'm a HBCU, attendee. I can't say graduate, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to represent for our people. So at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to put it on the cartel. You know, the cartel go against their people.
Right. We need one more like to hit
You
the
want to,
20. Let's get a 20 ball up in here, gang. If you didn't hit the like button,
yeah,
please
we
hit the
know,
like button. Get a 20 ball up in here. We need a 20 ball.
yeah, we know the underground people, go against their people. So, at the end of the day, the sellouts go against their people. We're going to put it on that,
Right,
and
right.
keep it right there, keep it a buck, you know.
Chatter said the truth is the truth, and that's absolutely, and that's all we telling is the truth, man. They didn't let it was horrible job. It was a horrible job, and then they rushed the case out of there so fast. The thug,
Just
y'all
sloppy,
should have
man.
rushed that goddamn young thug case up out of there, not the young dog. Y'all should have rushed that goddamn young thug case up out of there, not young dog. Nothing was solved in that
Man,
shit. I said, damn. Y'all gonna do Dolph like that? What was it, 4 days, gang? 4 days with all of that fucking mess. 4 days, gang. We waited for
mm-mm.
all of that for 4 days. We want to see what went on inside that stove after Dolph was
And
unalive.
all these cases been spins, and they've been leading us forever. Like just like the Diddy case, I got to bring that up too. They did the same thing. We waited all that time, and it's all about who? Him and
Sex.
Chastity Freako.
Yeah, who was
What
freaking?
happened to the Rico?
Yeah, where the
Who,
kids
who
at?
cares
Where them
about that?
babies at? Where the MK
What the
Ultra?
Rico stuff?
Yeah, the real shit.
What are Justin? What are Justin Bieber's and what are you? What's his name? Usher. What happened to
What
them?
happened?
All the video led up to that was talking about kind of stuff. All the little young people that got record deals and what's the name of the other show he had when he had the little record group and all this. All these people got used and played during the time he worked with these people. All up to that time, we heard about the money he shorted people, not paying them, and all this other kind of stuff. So we want to kind of fall back on that wormhole. You know what I'm saying? That rabbit
Yeah,
hole.
yeah,
We
yeah,
want to
yeah. That
follow
was one.
that.
But that shit wasn't even. You know how we do. Anytime you see us studying a case or anybody that's new about this, it got to be deep, gang. You know what I'm saying? It got
Yeah.
to be one step below Dolph or better. If it ain't on that, then We ain't fucking with it. All that bullshit, that shit don't mean shit to us, gang. That's why we still right here at the cookie shop, and we ain't here to buy no goddamn cookies. We here to clean up the scene because we doing a better job of cleaning up the scene than the coroner and everybody else that showed up at that motherfucker. We cleaning the
Detectives,
motherfucking scene up.
police officer on the scene. We actually analyzing everything. Like, hey, hold up, you stand right there, you get back. Wait, put that shell down. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
she gonna sit up and tell us, gang. She gonna tell the Band-Aid gang, like we ain't already been scarred up and we know how to duck and dodge and not get scarred up anymore. We've been beat up so bad that we know how to, not only do we know how to take an ass whooping, we know how to avoid them too. You see my face over here, man, with all these goddamn scratches and scars all over my goddamn face? We ought to know by now how not to do wrong and how to know to avoid bullshit. So we
Yeah.
call it bullshit. What you calling bullshit at? I'm calling bullshit. Okay, here's another thing. What we're calling bullshit on. You said that the police came in there and took the goddamn box, the goddamn video box. How the gig gonna take? You got everything in your phone. It don't matter if they take the goddamn box. And when does it make sense that you go home and you know your daddy and all of that shit and y'all ain't talked about what happened and that your ass know that he didn't mention that he took the stove phone out? He didn't mention that to you. Y'all sat at home. I ain't gonna call it pillow talking, but family talking. I don't know. I'm gonna just tell you what the people told me. Your daddy didn't tell you nothing. Answer me that. Why your story so goddamn fucked up? And you done went home and talked to all your people, and all of y'all ain't got the same goddamn story. Y'all didn't practice the lie. Why y'all ain't practice the lie? Y'all should have practiced the lie. I don't know. I can't tell you what my dad said. I don't know. What you mean you don't know? You know. That's how we know it's a lie. You know. What you hiding the conversation for? What you hiding the people in the stove for? Why? That's my cousin. Who your cousin? Who? Because what you got me thinking, and what you got the Band-Aid gang thinking, is that none of them people was probably from Memphis. Except for Rodnisha, because I think that girl was Rodnisha. That was Rodnisha at that goddamn counter, allegedly. Y'all thought we forgot about that.
Well, it's kind of like, if you kind of want to say like stage and planning, and this is me in my observation. But from what he's kind of seen is like all these people was kind of hired at this particular time of this incident, and then now those people no longer work there.
That part.
You feel me? You had a police officer, allegedly that worked at the scene, which is we call it a duck and tuck. She works on the scene, and she's in the back with the cookie crew, back in the back making cookies. But how many police officers gonna have a part-time job making cookies at a cookie shop when they're a whole police officer? If anything, they're gonna be probably
Right.
doing security details. They're
Right.
gonna probably be doing
Right.
parties and clubs. They're not gonna be doing no cookies, female or not. They're gonna be working at some kind of sport event or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Something that's kind of like active and police like. They're gonna be kind of still repping their gun and they having their badge. They're gonna be doing that kind of stuff. They're not gonna be back there making cookies and ducking their badge and tucking their gun. You know what I'm saying? At a cookie shop, because they're gonna always have their
That
weapon
part.
on them, right?
That
All the
part.
off-duty cops I know, they still carry their gun on them all the time. So if you're gonna carry your gun, you might as well get a job that you can just pretty much carry your gun around and flash your badge. You're not gonna be over there making cookies, taking your gun
That
off,
part.
and
Now,
putting
Damon Brands. I'm glad that you, Damon Brands. One of the gang said, and this is real. He said, and I want to speak on this. He said, I heard
mm,
that the cousin was a part of Trula. Now, if we go back, and don't forget, we're gonna go back to we got to do two more regular StreamYard live so we can bring up all the information, all the intel, so everybody can track that. And we're gonna continue our mission, and we're gonna roll off of that, but still keep this information here because it's important. Step by step, we gotta take step by step. Uh,
yeah,
but the
that
Trula
part.
Mafia situation, I'm gonna put up some pictures when you look at Trula. Because when you look at Trula, what my synopsis on Trula is, I think that Trula were basically a group of paid hitmen, because you clearly see Dolph with some of the Trula members. You see Straight Drop was with Trula, and you see that Straight Drop was with Dolph. It's like they mingle around and wait on the biggest hit that they can pull. It don't matter who it is, and they're like little bounty hunters, gang. They like, to me, I get the feeling like they're little bounty hunters. They're not cool with nobody. If the price is on your head and the price is right, Trula will take your ass out. That's what I think about Trula. I think Trula are just some little young guys that the big heads in the city that'll pay somebody to go knock you down.
Yeah, they call them steppers down south, and
a little
steppers,
young stepping group, and that's what they do. They because you see clearly, Dolph was with some Trula guys.
Yeah, shooters,
Okay,
steppers, person.
Kimberly said, yeah, but Dolph lost interest in Drop after Drop got the PRE charge. It pissed it pissed Drop off. I mean, okay, not the PRE, the grape charge. So okay, Dolph. Okay, so now listen to this. Yeah, but Dolph lost interest in Straight Drop after Drop got the grape charge. Y'all know what that means. I'm just saying grape, and it pissed Drop off. And I understand that. That's real. What up, Wonder Mike? Mike, hit the like button. We need one more like. Hit that dub. We need to get that dub up, Bob. We'll get that dub. So that's what I felt about Trula, gang. I felt like Trula was just some hit boys. And, whatever the price was, they was going to switch. Just a bunch of guys, little young guys in the hood, trying to get out of the hood. And they was taking them little bounties. As y'all seen that, Straight Drop them was shit. So you mean to tell me, that's why this is another part that don't sound right. Okay, so they was going, this how you know they knew Dolph was the main thing, that it was clearly set up. Because we seen the what you call it, the list of everyone that had some money on their head. It had Key Glock. What was it? 50,000 for Key Glock. It was 20,000. It went lower and lower for each member of PRE. So you mean to tell me, did they give this list to all the guys so they ride around and, okay, I'm gonna just make this little 10,000. So y'all, they was gonna even unalive somebody for 10,000. So
like a video
what
game.
was y'all gonna get if y'all got? Yeah, what was y'all gonna get if y'all got Key Glock?
Like Grand Theft Auto or something. You got a little, you hit this one, you get this amount. You hit that one, you get this amount. You know what I'm saying? Like a shooting gallery. Each one got a bigger price. So you want the big fish, of course.
Glock, if they gonna go get Key Glock, and how was they gonna split that 50,000? I said, damn. See, that's we gonna split 50. We gonna do two of us gonna go split 50. That ain't no goddamn money. So that's how you know this was a calculated unaliving, a calculated hit. They knew Dolph was coming, just like we got the exclusive clip of the OG that cleans this area, that went to school with Dolph's dad, that Dolph called his uncle, knew everything, turned down the $20 million. He knew it. And like he said when he was sitting there sweeping. And if y'all haven't seen that video, go check it out on our channel. We went down there and we talked to the original OG down there, right down there in Dolph world, in Dolph land. And he told us, and everything he said, was real. Was real. That man said it that day. Dolph was going to go shoot a video. So if I'm going to shoot a video, what does that mean? That means I've already contacted the owner, if not earlier, or that earlier, a day or two earlier, a day earlier, or the same day, and saying, hey, I'm going to come down here and make this payment real quick. I'm ready to make the payment to get the parking lot. So they know that Dolph was on his way. They know that Dolph was on his way. Ain't no reason that you guys could not tell me. And like Cupcake said, Dolph had 3 phones, gang.
Because the question also nobody's asking is another hard question. Why did Maurice even go home when he knew Dolph was coming? Remember, he went and switched cars when Raven said that he had his little sports car, and then he went home and got his other car. So they came and gave him a little leeway to be coming back. But why did he even leave in the first place when he knew Dolph was going to be coming in later today?
In the first place? And think about it.
Go switch
Why was he
cars.
coming back when there's 4 employees in the store? Why is he coming back? What up, Memphis South? Hit the like button, Memphis South. We need one more like. Hit that double. We need 50 likes. Anybody watch the views? We got 18 in the building. So, Cupcake says, what cousin are y'all talking about? That's Trula. She must be talking to the chat. I guess Raven's cousin, Kato, he's double R. If that's who y'all are talking about. Damon said, yeah, okay. Memphis South said bodies are cheap in Memphis. Thank you for the like, Memphis South. It
Yeah,
said
that's right.
bodies are cheap in Memphis, gang.
Got them low purses. Even Dolph went for the low. I mean, you think about it, they did a whole unaliving for only 100,000. Then they got split that like what at that time.
Yep.
And then one of them got shorted where he only got what was it, $700, $800?
Yep. $800.
That's when you kind of, that's when you look at that paycheck like, wait a minute, man, I'm supposed to have like what $50,000, and you give me 800. This math ain't mathing. You know what I'm saying? What
and not
the
only
hell?
that, man, but we know it was more money. That's what they was just saying. It was more money on Dolph, and it was more people that pitched in on Dolph's unaligned.
Had to be. Dolph was a multi-million-dollar dude. He probably was worth 100 million each because he had his own label. He had his own artist. He turned down 22 million. So for him to turn down 22 million, you know he had to have more than the 22 for sure.
So let me tell the
He
gang
wasn't
this.
needing
That's true. Let me tell the gang this. So for those that don't understand the machine, how it worked, and on why Dolph turned down the 20 million. Let me give y'all a breakdown why he turned the 20 million down. Okay, let me read this comment first. Plus, no, there is no way they would luck up and found Dolph. That's right. How was Trula and the folks already out there when it happened? The Corvette made him a mark, and it was set up for him to be in the Corvette. And we know that came from the girl at the radio station.
Yeah, that's true
They
too.
wanted Dolph. He was going to shoot a video. That goes right for it. They wanted the Corvette for the video. They wanted the Corvette for the video. So that goes right back to the OG. That go right back to the OG in Dolphland. That was sweeping the store. That goes right back to what he said. Y'all heard him say it. And y'all heard him say it. Right out the horse's mouth. But let me tell you about this 22 million, why Dolph turned down the 22 million. And I don't know how much Dolph had in estates and all that type of stuff, but we know that he had over 100 properties, right? So that means money is flowing, right? That means money's flowing. And I'm sure that all those properties probably hadn't been all the way renovated yet. Because you know how you get these little houses and you gotta get your dope fiend, get your little dope fiend to go in there, give him a couple, he go in there and fix the house up. You know how that go with how the trap boys be doing it sometimes.
Fisher upper.
Right. A fixer upper. Yeah, go get, and then that's all they need is a fix at the same time. You need to give them a fix, and they'll fix it up for you. Give them a fix, they'll fix it up for you. So let's say this. Check this out, gang. Where the 20 million was an offer. The 20 million was an offer, and I believe strategically, Dolph knew this 20 million offer was a setup. Well, how's the $20 million offer a setup? Do you have any idea how the $20 million offer was a setup, Dr. E?
Oh yeah, I mean that once you do that, you locked in and signed. You got to do what he tell you to do. You got to come out when he tell you to come out. You got to
There
put
you go.
out all that. He gonna control you at that point. He may have you sitting on the shelf for 2-3 years while he making all the money for his artists, and now that's gonna cap you, make you quiet, and you got to be submissive. I guess the right word I'm trying to look for. You got to be quiet and hush hush. Basically, you can't come out with nothing. And anything you do come out with, he got to prove it
Woo!
and listen to it. Who would want to be under control when that's your enemy? This is your rival you're going against, and you're going to sign to him and get capped off. That don't make any sense. But he thought for whatever reason that he needed the money. He thought for whatever reason he ain't making as much as he want to really make. So let's offer him something he can't refuse. And he did. Like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. 22 million. That is a hot little ticket, but I don't need it. I got my own distribution. Why I want to sign to a major under you and be locked down what I can do, what I can't do, and when I'm gonna come out. I can't make no more diss records against you at that point. You know what I'm saying? I would never be able to diss you again. Then do I really want to sign to a dude that I didn't smash his damn his baby mama? I'm going deep with it.
Right now, that. Hey, I didn't even have to explain it. See, you took. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Exactly what I was gonna say. Dr. E just said it. They was gonna lock him down. Lock him down. Make sure you have to spend that whole 20 million. Dolph wouldn't have been able to do what he was wanted to do. Now this is the thing. I tried to think about that. Chattis. Does anybody know? Only people I count is CEO TZ. I see Jook. Um, I think in retaliation was Black Youngster's brother. I want to know the five as well. Does anybody know what the OG said? What he said on the video? He said five of them are already up. I tried to count that five. If anybody can put the five people, do you know who they are, Chatterers? Give us five people that are gone from that unaliving. Does anybody know it? Put it in the chat. Okay, Cupcake. He was trying to dodge Diddy by dealing with Jay-Z. No, they wanted the vet. Okay, okay. Cupcake said no, they wanted the vet for the supposed meetup and greet at the Turkey Drive. Okay, for the meet and greet at the Turkey Drive. But guess what? A meet and greet was never set up. So so it was a lie. Bingo. She put F the radio station. Be right back. Cupcake bring that noise. 21 likes. Thank y'all. So if anybody know the five people, can give me five people. I don't know, but I want to find out. Me too. I'm gonna go look at that one. So we got Jook, we got CEO Teasy. I see two. But see, that even makes it more mysterious. That makes it more mysterious. Reason why, okay. And the young guy, I forget his name, that was unalived in front of the house that they brought the
That's true.
bins out of. But I don't think that person had nothing to do with the hit. There go that number again, 22. 22, there go again, y'all. There it go again. And we had 17 last time. So Dolph was unalived on the 17th day and shot 22 times. So we got 22 lights.
Mm.
That's crazy. Signs and symbols are for the conscious mind again. So we'll probably do the same well as we did on the last video, if not even better. But I love it over here, Dr. E. Just
Uh-huh.
it's kind of cool over here. Because we could talk about this all day. So I'm looking at maybe three people,
Right.
but what does that OG know that we don't know? And that's what, gang? I'm going back. I'm going back. I got to. I got to find out those five people.
Yeah. I'm thinking Dolph may be included in the count. You know what I mean? And then it may be the other ones as we count. So maybe four
Now
more,
we know
including.
Jay Money is gone, but Jay Money was gone before all of this went down. So
But how long? And is he connected to it? And how
he was
long before
Trula.
he went?
He was Trula. So I got to
Mm.
go back and get that information on the five people. Who was the five people? I did the dumbest move. I should have got the OG phone number. I should have got the OG phone number. But you know, it ain't nothing for me to go back, put boots on the ground. I'm going to get 5 people. I want to know the 5 people. It's 5 people that are gone. And OG was serious. We're going to go back and look at that video the day after tomorrow. Because we will be live in tomorrow, gang. So if I'm not probably gonna go on tomorrow. I'm going to put 2 thumbnails up though. The thumbnails will be for Monday and Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday, but I will put a short out tomorrow. I'm gonna put the OG short out where he's specifically saying that, and make sure I get it on our timeline. Band-Aid gang. I'm gonna get all those little pieces on our timeline that I play when we're on our live streams, just to keep people that come in on our chats and follow us to be reminded, so they can follow. Because a lot of the things that I do, I know a lot of you guys know, but for new people that's starting to watch the Dolph trial, um, well, the Hernandez Govans trial that's going to be watching it can kind of get a recap and get educated on what basically went on with this Dolph situation. So I know it's still interesting and we still talk about it. I can play those same clips over and over again and come out with something new. And I think that it's good that we do it because, like Cupcake said, and Cupcake is very important in this case, knows a lot about this case, and have people that's watching this case that, and I'm about to bring out some information that she has given me that she's able to give me. So
Now, is Cupcake with boots on the ground?
Yeah, Cupcake is something like boots on the ground. Her family's involved in the law, and her I want to say it, but like she said the other day, uh, one of her close friends was very close, and they're in the law enforcement, that with young Dolph, knew how many phones Dolph had on him and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
Cupcake, uh, which is Kimberly that you guys see in there, 007, um, knows a lot about what is going on. So you
Mm-hmm.
can pretty much take everything that she says as golden.
Mm-hmm. Boots on the ground.
Boots on the
In a
ground.
nutshell.
What I'm saying. So I want everybody to know that she is basically definitely a major player that knows a lot about this Dolph case. So it's certain things I can say that and there's certain things that I can't, due to this being still investigated. And there's certain things that she can say and that she can't. For those that don't know, she's also a bail bondsman. So you know what I'm saying. So that's her job field of work. So it's deep. So it's also good to have people like that on your team, to make sure that you're not making mistakes. Just like I said, it was for a video shoot, and I was easily corrected down here, and it was supposed to be for a meet and greet, and she been told me that as well. So she also knows that he was told to take that camouflage car. But then again, we do know that Dolph was gonna sometimes shoot a video there, and we've heard him see him go there and represent, and just everything that OG said was pretty much golden. So
And then one more thing to add to that too, since we talking about the car, this is another thing we brought up too for those men I know in the chat as well. That all his cars were bulletproof. So had he had been in his car and waited for whoever was supposed to show up while he was waiting for them cookies, he could have had that person. This is just me and Miss Liz that said this. That he could have had the person like, hey, I'm gonna be outside in the car waiting for such and such to pull up, and so when he does, I'll be inside the car. They would have never been able to get in him inside that car at
yep,
all. But when he got out, no vest, no strap, and only his brother had the handgun. He put his wide open at that point. He got too comfortable. And then when he been back at home, he had to remember, hey man, I'm a hot item. I can't just be hanging out. He should have stayed in the car. So I'm just gonna wait till you come up, pull up, and when you come up, we'll handle it, discuss it from there, and go inside the store and handle business. Or necessary, he could have sat inside the car. Say, hey, just climb on in the car, and we're gonna sit in here and talk. And they could discuss business in the car because why? That car is bulletproof. They wouldn't be able to get at him at all if he was inside that car. That's one reason they didn't get at him when he was in North Carolina. Remember 100 shots? And I just
mm-hmm.
put that right there.
Yep. Yep. I just put another pin up for everybody to pay attention to that. So with that being said, gang, we back on it. We're gonna stay on top of this case. I want to thank Dr. E for pulling up tonight. I want to thank everybody for pulling up. Hope everybody have a wonderful weekend. This was a great session. We're meeting new people on this journey. Thank you, Thaddeus, for coming, and all the new people that came in. Memphis South, glad to see you back in the chat. I know you be busy and stuff. I just want to thank Cupcake, Damon Brain. Some people have been modded up, and the more you come and show love, and we don't mod up everybody. September Virgo Love, that's my day one. September, shouts out to MFD, wherever she at. Give me room. Antoine, Mike always pulls up. Try not to miss anybody. That September Virgo came in. Chino and Noodle Foodle. I think Noodle Foodles was talking about he was playing with a Rose toy. I said, damn. So enjoy your Rose toy tonight, and salute to you, gang. So I'm on a mission to find out those 5 people. But we want to thank the chat for participating like you always do. We just gonna keep on keeping our foot on their neck, man. The Most High, we just pray that the Most High just really give us the right things to see and to talk about, and we just pray the Most High blesses Dolph, so we can definitely get the criminals off of the street that has something to do with this great person's unaliving. Um, Thank you guys for joining tonight. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. I am your host, C Dub. Mr. I ain't said a word, but you know what I'm saying. And I said, damn. And you with Dr. E. Hey, the man got the knowledge. He got the keys. And he drop it and give it to you the way that I can't give it to you sometimes. Shouts out to the Band-Aid gang or nothing. Shouts out. Long lived off, everybody. Peace and love. Thank you guys for joining tonight.
Peace
Hope
and
you have a
love.
great weekend and have a blessed Sunday. Peace. I'll see you guys Monday and Tuesday. And we out.
Out.